Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm Atlas Crafted. No, not shrugged. I make maps and tell stories. And today I've got a very personal one for you.
Was when we look at this journey, it actually began early on when we were born. And it's a journey that has many markers. We're born. We learn to walk. We ride a bike. We go to school. We get a car. We graduate school. We may go on.
It's something I never thought I'd share publicly, let alone post online forever. And that story is my lifelong addiction to marijuana and my struggle to end it. Cue the early 2000s montage.
It's time for an in-your-face disgrace!
Every day I'm shuffling.
Hey, Apple!
This is called the golf course air horn. When people tee off, when they're coming down with their swing, we're gonna blow these air horns.
The age of 15, I smoked my first joint. Believe it or not, and think what you will, it was my mother who first put that joint in my hand. Her logic was that it was only a matter of time until I started doing drugs, so it'd be better that I start under her supervision. I was never totally sure if that was her having no faith in me or just being aware of the town we lived in.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I live here, even though I'm basically a celebrity. Belleville. It's the friendly city, despite whatever rumors you heard. Yeah, teen pregnancy skyrocketing, but whatever. Here, we can turn anything into a positive.
And looking back, yeah, she definitely taught me some etiquette, rules, maybe even some good techniques for avoiding getting too addicted to it. But with all of that considered, I still would have to say that just not putting the joint in my hand would have been the better choice. In fact, the more I consider it, the more I think about it, it feels like that was just an excuse. That she didn't put that in my hand for any other reason than she wanted to be able to smoke weed in front of me, guilt-free from that point on. It feels like she didn't care what would happen to me. This was 17 years ago. And since then, it's been a constant in my life. Every day, every night, after eating, before bed, between rounds of video games, once getting home, feeling bored, not feeling bored, feeling hungry but not hungry enough, not enjoying my video games enough, thinking it's the only way I can enjoy a movie, and of course, because it hid all the bad feelings. Basically, I smoked a lot. And often. It was a struggle to keep my habits under a couple grams a day. I rarely met that goal. And now here I am, an adult, 32 years old, no kids, no career, feeling no different than I did 17 years ago. I heard someone say once that smoking lets you be okay being nothing, doing nothing, achieving nothing. Years wasted just existing and not flourishing. A whole lifetime of wasted moments while dreaming of a better world. A world where I was in control and happy. Happy without a drug to enforce it. It's a horrible feeling. Realizing you're dependent on something. some drug, some manufactured thing, and that most people don't. They can just be happy. They can just be. They don't need help. Or at the very least, they're not afraid to face their sadness. I was terrified of it. However, since the 22nd of June, 5 days ago, I've quit. I'm done. I'm tired. My soul is tired. I'm tired of running from my feelings, tired of feeling isolated and making excuses. It helps me. It calms me. I'm an adult and I can do what I want. I only do it to relax. I'm in control. All nonsense. All excuses that I didn't even believe. And you know what's the worst part? No one asked. Not a single person pressured me. So who am I even making these excuses to? My goddamn self. It feels almost wrong to say this, to put it this way. Like it's such an obvious mistake to make, and frankly stupid of me. How could I have gone years thinking I was defending this to anyone? No one ever questioned it. Most people I know are stoners themselves. I've never once had to make any argument to any actual person as to why I smoke. But I had practically hundreds of those excuses ready to go any time. And why? This took me a long time to learn. Why? Because I knew I was wrong. I knew and I prepared for it, instead of just fixing the problem. The older I get, the more it affects me. My health, my breathing, my sleeping, all of it. And the older I get, the less effective those excuses become. Eventually, something broke, and I just lost my desire for it. I started disliking smoking more than I ever liked it. I hated having the gear. It took up space. It smells. I hated resin-stained lips. Yes, it's a thing.
Brother, what's that?
To anyone who's never smoked weed, you almost don't want to know how bad the phlegm problem can be. It's dry spit, and it gets stuck in the back of your throat. I have one truly unfortunate memory of being woken up in the middle of the night about 10 years ago, to where my entire airways had sealed because of this. I couldn't breathe. The amount of heart-wrenching, oh my god, I'm about to die, that overtook me. The only reason that I'm even making this video now and not already 6 feet under is because my girlfriend at the time did the Heimlich maneuver on me 10 years ago. And I still didn't quit. How do you logic that? In what sane world would anyone do that? Put themselves at risk for what? A foggy feeling in my head and a chance to not feel sad for a little bit? And now here we are about a week into detoxing. Even calling it detoxing feels weird, like it's an extreme term to use, but it's quite literally it. Night sweats, unreliable hunger, foggy head, and it's practically impossible to sleep. But that's the price of fixing my mistakes. I can't expect to have made constant, poor choices over my entire lifespan and then just have everything be super easy to fix. No, I've built a castle of mistakes, and I have to take that castle back down brick by brick. There's no other way. If I try too fast, it'll all come down and it will crush me underneath its weight. Hopefully, Soon the fog will clear. Hopefully I can sleep again. And hopefully I don't feel the need anymore. Luckily for me, I've learned that I was not addicted to the actual drug. I was addicted to the habit. So, what that means is I don't feel cravings. I feel boredom. Extreme boredom. I don't know what to do with myself. In fact, that's a good reason why I'm making this video right now. It felt like a much better use of my time, a healthier way of handling things. And even just a few days into this, not even a week, I can't imagine the struggle of a recovering alcoholic or someone that does hard drugs. Now, why am I making this video? I imagine you're asking. Why am I saying all this to what are effectively random people online? It's a damn good question. One I don't know if I have a perfectly clear answer for. It's not the content I ever considered making, and it's not easy to put these words to the page. But the idea of helping others might just help me. I want others to know they aren't alone. That others understand the pain and why we use drugs. That my struggles can help more than just me. And with that, I want to take a moment to speak to you. You, the person listening to this. The person holding the bong. The person who just finished getting high or is considering it right now. Please listen to me for a minute. You are stronger than that bong, than that weed, than that crystal, than that hash, whatever it is. It does not define you, and you do not need it. You are better without it, you are stronger without it, and you are free without it. You will be healthier, happier, and cleaner should you put it down. You can do it. You can do goddamn anything in this world with enough desire. And on that same note, however, if you're a stoner and it isn't causing you any problems, fill your boots. You have my blessings. I just won't be sharing it with you anymore. And well, I suppose that's where my ranting will end for today. Some people decide to keep a journal. I guess I'm doing it publicly. And thank you for listening. And if you are any way in the same boat as me, scroll down and you will find links to sources. There are support groups and tools to help you with sleeping and hopefully getting your hunger back. Remember, you can do this. And if people like this video, it actually reaches out, I'll do more. I'll do regular updates. I'll make sure everyone's aware, and I will lead by example. I can't sit here and say that everyone should do this, you should do that. Your life will be better if you just make the sacrifice, if I can't do it myself. I will not be a hypocrite. Now, before I actually go and I leave you with your thoughts, remember, life is to be experienced, not just lived through.
Maya, 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 Maya,